Hello, hello. Welcome on in. I have issues on my Mac as always. It's the time at which my computer decides to freak out. All day fine. And just before the stream, everything is fucked up. And I don't know why. Well, we'll see. Yeah, exactly. Happy New Year to you too. Doodle, how are you? How was your New Year's Eve? Your New Year's Day? Yeah, no, usually I'm saying New Year, same me, just because it makes more sense. Yeah. The fuck? Yeah. Yeah, so, as you can see, I can't fucking speak. New Year's was fucking fine. I did nothing, as expected. Like the snail that I am. Nothing happened, for real. I stayed in bed and did nothing, which is good. I mean, I went out to buy some cakes and stuff like this. KDJ, hi, welcome on in. How are you? And yeah, like what I'm seeing right now is, if for some reason the mic is speaking, which shouldn't happen, but fine. My Mac is like crying about any device that is linked to it. That's pissing me off. So yeah. Other than that, everything is pretty good. Pretty good. I'm still fucking blurred for no reason. And yeah, all I hope is this shit to scroll on the right direction, which I don't know why it doesn't work. But yeah, KDJ, how are you? How was your New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, New Year's weekend, new stuff years? How is you? Yeah, the question is the same on Mondays. How was your Monday? Your weekend? Sorry. Damn, I'm tired already. That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand that computer today. It scrolls on the right direction. That's a start. Damn. The fan are kicking in. The fuck. Is it plugged? It is plugged. So that's a start. That's a start. Yeah, exactly. It's the same for me. It's like I don't celebrate the sun rotations. It's not a thing that I do usually, so I didn't do anything special. And also no one asked me to do anything, so I was fine with it. We did stream on Wednesday, so that's something exciting. And Sinister, how is your move? I remember you said you were about to move in another flat in the same city soon-ish. Oh. Why? Brain said you already had something. Why? You will find something. You will find something, I'm sure of it. It's not... Let me rephrase that. It's not that difficult, but it's still not the easiest thing. Finding a place to stay. I don't know how it is or how complicated it is for the US. I know in here it's like pretty annoying. You need to have like I don't know. They are French people are weird. Like it doesn't make sense. Back to work tomorrow. That is interesting. Interesting timeline. Yeah, nah, moving to France wouldn't be an easy option right now. I mean, we used to have, and I'm hitting my mom on the head every time I speak about this, but like, she used to own a flat. She used to have a flat in Paris of her own, and I wanted her to keep it so that we can rent it. And she decided to sell the thing. So every time, like, yeah. For example, if we had no one inside and you were looking for a place to stay, I would have been able to say, well, we have a place, you can go there. But that's not the case. Not the case anymore. Damn. Unless, that's the thing, unless not French border, but Japanese border reopen, and I have the ability to go there, then this flat is free-ish for a certain time. But yeah, I don't know when that will happen, so it will still be mine for the time being, but I mean, I should be, I hope. I've been out of Japan since March 2020. And my wife, not yet, but kinda, is in Japan since March 2020. And I haven't been able to go there again since March 2020, which 2 months will be 2 years, which is a long time. I said wife because I mean we are not married, and so that's why I'm not there yet. But was the plan. So we yeah. I mean, not even. I don't know if it can count as long distance. Kane, hi, welcome on in. How was your weekend? Thank you. I don't know if it counts as long distance because long distance couples see each other at least once every 3 months, not once every 2 years. So yeah, you sent a DM. Oh yeah. What did my brain do at the time? I think my brain said, you said Happy New Year live, that would be better than on text. But thank you for the French New Year's. On time. On time. You want to know everything? We met on Tinder, basically. That was the thing. And I mean, do you want a story time, or do you want just the basics? Story time. Then let's do a story time. Yeah. It's not really romantic on my side in the beginning, which is pretty fun. But yeah, so let me preface that with something that sounds fake but is true, but still I know it sounds fake. At the time I'm still a designer, so I'm still invested in the design community and everything. And at the time I was looking for a new job and working in an agency. And I was testing every app that was successful. And on the panels of apps that are successful in France, there was Tinder, there was Bumble, there was Facebook, TikTok, stuff like this. And so I was using the dating apps and meeting apps for testing, mainly. And so I was doing some swiping and some checking, super like, stuff like that, without the idea of I will meet someone and we will be together after. So the goal was just to test. It was really for testing, and everyone has the exact same reaction, which is fun. But yeah, I installed the apps while I was with my ex now. And so we installed them together because she was an illustrator, and we had, everything was fine. I said, well, I need to test that because I have a dating app project that is coming in, so I need to have this on my phone. That's probably about it. And so at night we would be in bed together, swiping both on both Tinders, and her side, my side, to see the differences. And yeah, so mainly for testing. And then we broke up, and I kept the app because I needed to continue the thing. So that's the preface of how Tinder came in onto my phone. It's not there anymore, but yeah. And so at the time when I was swiping, I didn't really pay attention. And when sometimes I had something like a good-looking first picture or an interesting bio, I would super like, because you have one per day or something. And I came across her profile. And I don't know if you've been on Tinder or any dating apps lately-ish. The backlog of persons for men and for women is filled with bots and fake accounts that will just send you links to go to porn site, or links to get your credit card information or stuff like this. And because of her, because of how she looks, and how personally I find her beautiful, I thought she was like a bot, a fake account. So I said, yeah, well, fuck it. She's really, really out of my league. That's fine. Let's super like, because that way I would have like a match or something. But the thing that kept me a bit interested is on her description, she said, I'm looking for friends, which, I mean, she's on Tinder, but but yeah, she said, I'm Japanese students came to France to study fashion, and I'm looking for friends because I don't have any. That was the bio she had. So I said, okay, let's see what it is, and it matched. So I was surprised, first of all. And then we went on a date. First one very quickly, like something like maybe a week after. So it was quickly for me. A week after the match, and after like discussing over chats, messages, and yeah, it's we met without the thing that I enjoy about it is, in the beginning I didn't I had the option of she could be a partner, but because she said I'm looking for friends, in the beginning I wasn't in a romantic type of like mindset. I will say, like a girlfriend mindset. I was pretty much in a very, okay, let's make her discover France and what we have to offer around where she was studying and things like this. And so it wasn't really a romantic thing in the beginning, but then because she was real and not a bot, and she pleased me, I pushed a bit, and then let's say almost 6 months later. So we had 6 months of discovering France and things like this. France, mainly Paris, and things like this. And then after that, around March, or specifically me, I decided to ask her out. And since then, since March 2019, we've been together, and we've been not physically together since March 2020. So we stayed like a year physically together, and then she had to go back to Japan in November of 2019. I went to Japan with her in November, came back to France, went back to Japan, came back to France, went back to Japan, came back to France, COVID-19, stayed in France, and now I'm stuck. Stuck here since almost 2 years, without any visibility of things that could happen, border reopening, things like this. But yeah, if to go back to what triggered the discussion, yes, if border reopens, there will be this flat for Rio that will be kind of free in France. It will mainly be for my sister and her not boyfriend. It's above boyfriend but under husband. They are not married. I don't know the name. I don't know the word, but yeah. The thing is like this. This was the story time. Interesting thing. I don't know if she... I mean... Yeah, I mean, if you... I think if you go in it with the mindset of not trying to get someone out of it, you will have results. Because the business model of these platforms are, and that the designer strategist taking over, the business model of the platforms are for you to stay as long as possible on the app and like find someone that you are compatible with, but not enough so that you will come back to the app later. And that's the kind of the base. So some apps have more like compatibility metrics that you can input into the app and that the other person can input into the app, and then you can see if it matches more or less or no. But yeah, I don't know if I would recommend that. But personally, I don't know if I would recommend, or if I could recommend anything if you're looking for a relationship. Because before that, I stayed like alone for almost 3 years. So yeah, I don't know. It was a lucky, a lucky find. Yeah. I mean, as I said, how can I say that? The beginning for me was in bed with my ex, saying, I need to install this for work. Is it okay with you? And then she said, if you install it, I install it. I said, okay, fine. And then we installed the app and just were bitching about the profile that we found. And so from time to time, we were like swiping things and finding a profile that was amazingly fun, screenshot the thing, and then send it to the other person. That was the beginning. So it really wasn't the goal to find someone. But I don't know. Trying to find a picture where she would be okay with me sharing it. I don't know if I can find that. Maybe this. Maybe this one. Hi, Odin. How are you? How was your day? You will have a glance. A quick glance. This is her. Back in Paris, when about the time where we met. That's all you get. I'm pretty good. Thank you for asking. I hope. If you said better than yesterday, I guess I'm good with that. I am good with that. I hope it stays that way. It stays better. But yeah, she's my quickly hidden lock screen and shit. She sends me, every time she goes to the hairdresser, she sent me like out of the hairdresser picture, which means she have the mask on, but the new hair and the makeup and everything, and every time ends up as my lock screen. And she's like, every time she's like, ask me for better pictures. I will take better pictures than these ones. I don't know, I like these ones. But yeah. What did you do, Odin, for New Year? Did you do something? Did you not do something? By the way, at the same time, I'm in this. For those of you who are doing the assignment, I have decided on the assignment for next today. For tomorrow. Damn. Next today was pretty fun. But yeah, I have two options. We will see that tomorrow. But I hope you can take a jab at this week's assignments, even though it was the blurry week. I understand that. You might not do anything about it, which if you don't, it's fine. But yeah, I don't know. I tried to, I couldn't. I heard it, like the French firework. But it kind of took place. They say it was cancelled, but it kind of took place. I heard it from where I am. But yeah, it's one of the dates of the year every time where I'm like in bed, forcing myself to watch a movie, because otherwise every neighbors are doing too much noise for me to be able to sleep. And like I celebrated ish the countdown and everything on the Japanese side, which is 8 hours ahead. So it was a bit better and a bit earlier. So I don't know. Someone on TikTok that I've seen that a mom said she, on New Year's Eve, the day, not New Year's Eve, the day before, she changed the clocks of the house, every clock of the house, to 4 hours ahead. And so it means that they do the countdown at their place with the kids at like 8. and then they stay up for an hour, and then they put the kids to bed at 9, and then they just change the clock's time again to the regular time, and they're good. Like no more overnight, no sleep things, which is good. Aiden, hi, welcome on in. How are you? You will end up to be like Samuel, who and say hi Nightbots right away. I haven't seen ring price. Other than this morning, it was like at 2 something. Is it still dropping? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's at 250. I think that's great. Like, what I like about it is the volume. The volume is huge. Like, Melly, hi, welcome on in. How are you? How are you? We're still doing something like, I need to go on the months. But yeah, we are still doing $230,000 per day of transfers, which is, it can go worse than that. You life, hi, welcome on in. Good morning, I'd say for you. How are you? How was your weekends? Millie, same thing. How was your weekends? I'm pretty good. I'm nothing up to. It's like the first stream of the year, the first stream of the week. Usually we're doing some design stuff, but we started with a story time, so I don't know. I mean, it can go decimal. Like, think about it. When you have coins like this one, which is here, it can go down. Like, we could potentially go down to this. Would it be against it? Wouldn't be for it either, but yeah, I don't know. Really? It's an A. It's an A. Like me. Like me. Oh, damn. So yeah, Aiden, we don't know. We don't know what will happen. I still believe, looking at everything that they are not doing, everything that they are doing, the announcement, the provisions, like, even though, I don't know, it feels like it was kind of doomed because of the decision that they took right here, that kind of crashed everything, which is what they display here, but same. Like, since then, which was at 11, we are now at 2. So yeah, I don't know if I know, for example, for me, it will be difficult to break even, just because of the amount of cash that I throw at it. I'm not sure they finished it yet, or at least if they did, they didn't announce it on the Discord, which, not great. But yeah. But people are saying you can't, like, claim rewards. I can claim rewards. I don't understand how people can't claim rewards. And then, I don't know. The thing that is annoying is, for me at least, is the first 3 I put, they were on December 12, 13, and 18, which means December 12 was here, which was, I put 2k, 2.5k here, 13, 2.5k as well, and then 18, 2.5 as well. So the first 3 that I created fucking expensive. And then 22, 23 were like 1,000. And then I decided to not go there. So yeah, in a way, right now is the time to buy if the project can recover, which I wish. Always taking the same example, same crash at the beginning, like very spiky, and then everything went well, and then crash, drastically crashed, and then stable for the longest time. But the issue and the difference that we have here is that this was more up and downs than what we have now. What we have now on Ring is only a slope. So, I don't know. I mean, wait a bit before you YOLO it into, into the project. Because from where we stand right now, it really looks like it won't be a good investment. Like it's been gradually crashing for the last months, almost. Not even the last 2 weeks, really crashing. But right now we are kind of stabilizing. We never know. We never know. I will still recommend you to wait. Either if you are not in the Discord, maybe a notification from me saying they announced something and the price is going up, or they announce something like we are closing the project and just take your rewards and get out. But yeah, for now I'm just compounding everything, and every time I have something like 10 or 12, I'm taking out everything. And I come back and it's the same thing for same thing here, because I bought on the first day, like the dumbass that I am. Yeah, so I have stuff I'm claiming in. It's cheaper to claim, so I don't know. It's an interesting thing. 0.03 and you put 0.1. You put 1, right? Or 1.2. I remember 1.2 at the time for you, I think. How long has it been? 2 weeks, right? I think that's the time, the ETA for you. About 2 weeks. Yeah, 1.2. Yeah. So you have your points 2, and then you need to 4 times. Yeah, you need a month and a half again to get back 1.2, but if you just get, like, the thing is, if you get 1.2, just 1.2, at this price, you are in a deficit. So what I would do would be to just wait. And you can either, and that's the thing, either you believe in the project like I kind of do, I don't really, but I kind of do, think that they wouldn't create all of this I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, if you believe, then compounding would be interesting. Like in a month and a half, you just take your 1.2 and you put it back into another node, and then you have like another month and a half, you will get two more. So the more you compound everything, the more you stack them together, like I do here, the easiest it begins. Like for example, for me, I'm getting 0.5 per day times 4, so I'm making like 2 something, 2 point something every day, which is pretty clean when you think about it. When you create the nodes on in here, it's 10. It's still at 10, so 10 at the price that we are right now. Pretty simple. Odin, what happened? But feel free to share if you want to. Feel free to share. But yeah, I don't know. Aiden, if you have... I don't want to influence you and tell you to go into different projects, because if it does the same thing as Ring, which seemed... it seems good, but it's... I don't... Yeah. I want you to go into project without...
Okay.
Damn, my computer is slow. I think I know them. I mean, I know their faces. That's what I will say. We'll stand on that.
Okay. I like to drink hot chocolate and ice skate in the winter. What about you? Okay, one more time.
One more, please.
I like to drink hot chocolate
Okay.
and ice skate in the winter. What about you?
Okay. いきます。I like to drink hot chocolate and ice skate in winter. What about you?
I like to drink hot chocolate and ice skate in winter. What about you?
I like hot chocolate, ice hockey. Okay, one more.
I like to drink hot chocolate and ice skate in winter. What about you?
Hot chocolate. Hot chocolate next. Oh, okay. Better. Hi.
Hello.
I like drink hot chocolate and ice cream winter. What about you?
Aww. One more time.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
I like drink hot chocolate and ice cream winter. When you...
Okay. Wait. I think I got it. Okay. Listen, because it's gonna leave my brain really fast, Kiara. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah. 待って。No. No, wait.
Yes. Damn. Yep. Nothing more to say. Hot chocolate. Reminds me of a song that I can't play because of the MCA. But yeah, and you probably have heard some of the sounds that I have created. Not reaction day. I mean, we could. We could. Oh damn. Oh damn. I made a mistake. Let me duplicate this one. Oh, I don't have it. Damn. Dumbass. Dumbass me. Click the wrong button. I can't do that, Kane. I can't play music. That's the thing. Be careful when you send me things. I will click on it. I shouldn't have. I mean, in the end, yes, I agree. She kind of did it. She kind of said the thing. It was just very marshmallow. Very marshmallowy. I don't know where she's from. I mean, she sounded Japanese, but oh yeah, I mean, a lot of people are watching music video all the time, but because their entire channel is reacting to, then it's kind of fine. But for me, because it's like, I don't know, it's a weird thing. When I react to something, I get a strike, and I already have one, so I don't want to do that again. I mean, reacting to something that has music in it. But yeah, it's weird. It is weird. I don't like it. I would like to be able to what do you mean something happened to my mic? I'm low? Like lower? I don't know. Indeed. Something happened. What happened? Yeah. It looks like something happened. What? Mm-hmm. To fix the thing, of course. Nothing's there. So that's different. That's even different. I don't know. The voice is the voice okay? That's the question. Or am I like extremely close to nothing? Maybe if I do that, no, that's similar. I don't know. It's weird. What is the new filter sounding like? Is it sounding okay or is it sounding weird? But yeah, I can kind of see. Turned on the mic again, but doesn't seem to change anything. Let me try something. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, my meters thing is moving lower than before for some reason. I think it's the Chrome viewing something. Aiden, what do you mean by super cool? It is lower, so that doesn't make any sense to me. It shouldn't be. I mean, it should, but it shouldn't. Oh. Something happened. Is that better? I don't know. Can't really see the level thingy. It's not better. Doesn't clip. Yeah, it's weird. It is weird what I'm seeing on my side. Let me see. Maybe if I get rid of that. No, that's the same. That's the same thing. No. Yeah, I don't. How worse? How worse is it? Is I can move to this level. But that doesn't seem to do anything at all. Yeah, artificially loud. I don't know what happened. Well, it's fine. Let's check for updates. It's crashed the stream right in the middle. I killed it. Everything. Like I killed the entire thing. Brought it back. Yeah. I don't know. I wish I had like feedbacks in my ears, but I can't. There is too much delay. I don't have like headphones that I can plug in. I'm sorry. Sorry. And I can do that. I can watch the stream on my phone to see how it sounds. That's not great. Not great. Oh, is it? Is it that bad? Oh yeah, it is that bad. Oh damn. Interesting. Well, I don't like that. And I don't know how I can fix that. Other than this is the usual thing. Let me unplug the requeue and plug the voice effects. And yeah. Never. Aiden, I would never do that. Never do ASMR. I hate that. I think the sound is a bit better, but still weird. Yeah, we'll say it's fine. It's good enough. It's good enough. What is this? I don't think I can play that on stream. Not sure, but this one is 30 seconds, so it might be good. I can't play more than 30 seconds. So I stopped at 24. I like that. I like the song as well. Just pissed about the volume of everything right now. Nothing makes sense. Yeah, it looks like a really good animation. I agree. Damn. Is the sound better? I don't know what happened in OBS, but something happened in OBS, that's for sure. I will take a look at the others. I keep the... Yeah, it seems to be the same thing. Weird. So weird. Kept the tab open. That's what I wanted to say. I'll take a look at them afterward, after stream. Yeah, Aiden, while you are being a grandma and still trying to invest in stocks, try to go into index funds. That's a bit better. And if you want to go into crypto projects, the only two others that I will recommend to you, but the price of entry is high, is Strong. Strong is amazingly good in terms of return. It's way less than Ring, but it's the same basic things, but on the Ethereum network, so it's a bit better. Like December 29, I claimed almost 5k in ETH, so it's pretty good. It's a good thing to have by doing nothing. And then the other one is Olympus DAO, which I think I put $400 in it, and I have now 900 and something, and it's compounding, so pretty good. If you remember, they are the two projects that I talked about in the beginning of the crypto channel. So if you go back up, you will find them. You should find them in there somewhere, and they're pretty good. Right here. This one. It's pretty impressive, the amount of things that I got out of it. And for anyone else, as always, as I said last year, there are a lot of airdrops of tokens that you can swap, that you receive for free, and that you can just get by using the networks. So if you use the Ethereum networks on OpenSea for NFT, you can go to OpenDAO, the OpenDAO. I think the OpenDAO. You will have the SOS token, which is pretty good, and then the other one is gas, the gas DAO, which is same but for the entire Ethereum network. So this too will give you free coins, free tokens that you can then swap. Post that in the Discord. And as a reference, I made $350 out of this. So without doing anything other than using the networks this last year. As always, try to claim as soon as you can, or check if you can claim as soon as you can, because if you wait, the amount of tokens that you might be able to claim might drop. It's a bit of a weird thing, but like it's a first serve, first come, first serve type of things. Yeah, so if you buy into stocks, by the way, the video that I shared yesterday is a pretty good explanation of how charts are working. And so if you are into trading and stuff like this, they are very helpful to understand, and maybe it will give you some insight in how you view charts in the future. But yeah, that's a good question. That is a good question. I would like the answer as well. I don't know why the insurance number is needed, but maybe it's a UK thing where you need insurance, national insurance number to get stocks, which would be weird. But yeah, so far in my trades, this side is the start. And so we are a bit up, but yeah, that's my thing. I have 69, almost. Would have been fun to have 69, but will be soon. But yeah, and that's in 2 months ish. Odin, I think you are still watching the same video. I really need to find, because I love a lot of VTubers. Looking at my likes on TikTok, a lot of boobs as well. Makes sense. But yeah, I mean, you've seen. Damn. Yeah. I agree. I'm a bit sad that I can't. I mean, I can, but it's cool. Hi. Welcome on in. You arrived on the boobs. Yes. How are you? How was your new year? How was your weekend? How was everything? Am I logged in? I'm not logged in. Let me log in. What did I fucking use for login? I used you. Good. Chill? That's good. Damn. So much boobs. It's not true. For example, I've seen this one. What do you mean back to work? It's a cute one. They, Odin, if you haven't seen this one,
本物が引き寄せられてきそうだからやめなさい。
yeah, stuff like this. Where the fuck are they? I don't think it's a good idea for me to scroll TikTok on stream. Oh, this is the best one. If you haven't, the boobs are not showing on stream, but yeah.
Family is that everyone in your family, you included, use intelligence
best
to
one.
justify sickness. You seem to alternate between viewing your own mind as an unstoppable force and as an inescapable curse. And I think it's because the only truly unapproachable concept for you is that it's your mind within your control. You chose to come here, you chose to talk, to belittle my vocation, just as you chose to become a pickle. You are the master of your universe, and yet you are dripping with rat blood and feces, your enormous mind literally vegetating by your own hand. I have no doubt that you would be bored senseless by therapy, the same way I'm bored when I brush my teeth and wipe my ass. Because the thing about repairing, maintaining, and cleaning is, it's not an adventure. There's no way to do it so wrong you might die. It's just work. And the bottom line is, some people are okay going to work, and some people would rather die. Each of us gets to choose. The only connection between your unquestionable intelligence and the sickness destroying your family is that everyone in your family, you included, use intelligence.
The sound came back. I'm sorry. I know. I discovered my issues. So you see here, this fucking slider decided to fuck me over and to put itself right there at 50%. And I didn't notice that. So I just put it back to 100%, and now it's at a better level, I believe. Meaning that the EQ that I boosted at 0.2 gains is a bit too high now. Maybe we could show it a bit differently. But yeah. I think that's better. That might be a bit loud. I'm sorry for the inconvenience and the delays of my reaction.
To justify sick.
Yes, the curve in the beginning is to eliminate the sound in a bit of the sound in the background, but I have another plugin that take care of everything right there. Nonetheless, new life, yes and no. Not now. I would if ever I make it to partner, which right now I don't think it will happen soon, but if I make it to partner, I would stream at 1080. Because I'm kind of 100% sure that with partner level streamers you have how's it fucking called, transcoding, which means right now if you look at the stream, if you look at the quality, you have 720/60 source with the parenthesis on source, meaning that I have the transcoding. You have the ability to downgrade the video quality if your internet is not good enough. 720/60 right now is accessible to almost everyone, even if your internet connection is not the greatest. So it gives you a good-ish viewing experience. If I go to 1080, I would have some people with low internet connection that have some issues. teeny tiny bit of issues. So I prefer not to go there. Yeah, now I'm looking at the fucking sound and it seems like I'm shouting for no reason. So I don't know. On the, you know what? Let me go back there so I can show you. Even though I can't really zoom on it, I'm sorry about that. But the curve in itself, can I fucking? No, it doesn't. So you have frequencies. You have my face 30 times. Let's get rid of my face 30 times. That doesn't needs to be there. Damn, the delay in between the two. So you have the frequency, the usual frequencies of sounds, and if you learn about sound design and like sound in general, specifically speech and speaking people, you will know that some frequencies are used by the human voice more or less depending on who you are. And so the first 100 are usually all the clicks in the mouse, all the tiny like my keyboards, things like this would be in the first 100. So that's why I'm like closing it. Then the second one around 3 to 400 is what gives you, how can I say that? Kind of gives you the radio host sound. So if I boost it, like here, you will probably hear the difference in how it's rounding everything. It's not exactly good to listen to this. So that's why we just put it like 2 decibel, 2 to 3 decibel up, just to round everything. Then we cut here for a bit of the mids, what we call the mids. So everything that is high pitched, similar thing. Keyboards, clicks in the mouse, stuff like this. If I go down, same thing, you will hear the difference. It's a very different type of voice. So I cut it a teeny tiny bit, and then the shelf at the end is nothing. It's just all the very, very high frequencies that can come in. So if I whistle, stuff like this, cut that out. And then you have the main gain, but that's other stuff. I don't know. I'm not an expert in sounds, so I can't give you more than sadly. Sadly can't. Skull said, where are the boobs? After the boobs are hidden in my feed. You can see some of them when I'm scrolling. Like, we have some abs right there. Oh yeah, I wanted to take this one. I wanted to take this one for the pull-ups.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yep. I wanted to do that for the pull-ups when someone is doing the 3 pull-ups. I just want to send you this one.
Fuck you.
For example. Damn. With this shirt, one of my favorite shirts. I am tempted to say no. Damn. Too late. Didn't change shirt. Nice chair, right? Thank you. Oh, damn. Kane, you said how. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, I have. Thank you. In school, have a nice rest of your day. Be less out of breath than me, please. Oh, you can. That's the only way to kill me. You can do 2 then 3, or 3 then 2, and I think, oh fuck, I think 2 has a lower delay. Not lower delay, but like a lower. Yeah. Yeah. The cooldown is not. It's not the right one. So right now you can technically put me back to pull-ups, which I don't want to, but you can if you want to. Oh, damn. Trying to find some anime stuff. Of course I can't. There are a lot of cats in my feed. What do you call boilerplate? Oh yeah. You mean the thing I create? Fuck, I'm still dying. Oh, I'm old. Damn. How can I be that old? Yeah. More focus on process. That's a different thing. So, if you're not looking for UI kits, you are probably looking for FigJam templates. Then all the things that you will have in the brainstorm diagram, stuff like this, that you could find in here. It's not available yet. It's not available yet, but it will be. It will be. But yeah, everything in the like planning maybe might work for you. If you are looking for processes, that's the base. I will say. But for anything else that is visual. They have a diagram for networking in technical networking, not networking as in people networking. But yeah, cloud stuff, yes. FigJam doesn't serve any purpose. The fuck? Yeah, I mean, you can do... You can do most things in... that's neat. You can do most thing in Figma already, but FigJam gives you some flexibility in the simplicity of it compared to what you would have in Figma. Figma, you can do everything. FigJam, you are limited to the amount of things that you can potentially do. So that's good for stakeholders and other types of people. Does a thing like this would help you, or is it absolutely not that? Also, I'm not zoomed in, so probably can't. Inputs, and I'm looking at a Chinese thing, so maybe that doesn't speak to you as much as me, but like, how can I say that? These are UI kits, base UI kits with just components and no templates. The other one that I have or create, like this one is that we created together, do have templates like this, where you will have the page already made and you just need to change text. Is this what you're looking for, or are you really looking for structure, diagrams, process of how to follow, or what are the steps to follow in order to have like a project go to its goal? You say yes but no. Can you define what you're looking for? Do you know what you're looking for? Because maybe you're not. Oh, damn. Pull-ups killed me. Lever? That kind of speaks to me. Oh, okay. So if I understand correctly, this is when they say boilerplate, that's something that I don't understand. So it's a template for the file itself, not a template for the content of the file, right? So it will create pages for you, it will create sections and stuff like this. All right. Yeah. So we have some people in the Figma community. Louis is one of the one that comes to mind, because I know they are doing things like this. So the file starter thingy, I will copy it and paste it in the Discord, because I don't have access to anything else. But this is a pretty good overall templates of files. So it gives you like all the pages that you need. So research, discovery, prototypes, ready to dev, components. So I believe that's what you're looking for. And he create from time to time. Interesting thing. His entire page, I can share that here because everything is interesting, is great for not template but help with Figma, because he works at Figma. I should have worked with him, but yeah, they said no. But yeah, there is a lot of explaining of how files works and how things are behaving together. So that's an interesting profile to follow, at least. So Louis is great for that. I believe that's what you're looking for when you're saying file templates. I could create one for you if you want, like we did last time when I created the entire page. So using my trusty quick new page plugin, which is the best I have, you have your thumbnail. That's the best. That surprised me. Melly, thank you. Yeah, it's a weirdly thing. I added that for no reason, but that's what it does. It zoom in for a random amount of seconds. Sometimes it's 5 seconds, sometimes it's 1 second, sometimes it's 3. We don't know. So yeah. So you have your thumbnail, then you have like let's do that. And you had a divider, then you have what I call 00, which is it depends on your files, but let's say I will call that the dependencies. Dependencies, like this, meaning all the things that your file needs in order to run properly. So if you are running your file with an external UI kit, you will have the links, the source of that in the dependency. If you are running your file with an internal UI kit, meaning your components, your colors, everything are in your files, then you would have them here, meaning that oh damn, that's not what I wanted to do. No? Why? Why though? Oh. I don't know, I'm trying to find a specific character, but it doesn't. Yep, it doesn't exist. Fuck me. So let's parenthesis them, because that will be a page for colors, fonts. I don't think the comma is a great idea. Color fonts. No, the emoji thing that I have is on top for me. It's an app that I added to the Mac, which is called Rocket. You type column, and then you have the thing that works like in Slack. I love that, because I use emojis everywhere. It's okay. Hi, welcome on in. How is it snowy where you are? Where are you? Where are you? How was your weekend? Real okay, yes. Dependency in colors and fonts. Ah, that's why. Oh, so you're on up north. Right? Up north, Alps, Milan, stuff like this. You know, I'm bad with geometry. Yeah, and you also just have one more week, and then you come back, right? 13th, like 10 days. Was it good traffic? I mean, you've been ready to go back since the third day you arrived, so yeah. Happy to be staying home and not dealing with traffic. Anyways. Components, right? And then you have another divider, and then you have your feature 000, followed by your feature 11, feature, I mean, you get the idea. I want to go to 2, then you would have another divider, and what I'm doing Aiden, what I would say to you right now is going to the gym is a great idea if you enjoy it. If you have the ability to like do a subscription for 1 month to test out, that's great. If you can do like a subscription for 3 months, that would be better. And if you've never been to the gym before, knows that your body and your brain will adapt after 20 days of the specific thing that you're trying to do. So going to the gym like for 20 days in a span of 2 months or 3 months will give your body enough time to accommodate and make sure that it is for you. So if that's the thing, do that. If you're interested to going to the gym, of course. If the French people were not such dumbasses, I would be in the gym almost every morning. But I don't trust them, so yeah. So know that right now, on the message that you just sent, I know that you will go for the first month or two, and then you won't go ever again. Mainly because you said only 2:30, and the fact that it's only in your brain means it's kind of nothing, and then and you will discard it as, all right, I just paid for the membership, but then I'm not going. So I know that, for example, my sister wanted to get in shape at some point, and they decided to pay for a luxury gym, which was fucking expensive. Yeah, I think it was like 1,500 a year, something like this. So fucking expensive, but they had access to extremely new equipment, very clean environment, and also like personal coaches and like individual sessions. And so that's why they decided to do that. But by doing the expensive routes, they decided to go, because if they didn't go to the gym for a month or something, it meant that the $500 a month that they paid, not exactly, but like 100 and something a month that they paid was to drain. So if you say just 2:30, if you say only 2:30, that's I know that you won't go. You won't go after 6 months. That's the thing. But yeah. I mean, you can. Right now, let's put 1K to the ring thing. You get 10 nodes. That's pretty good. 10 gold. That's a pretty good thing. Just go on AVAX, don't go on BNB. But other than that, yes. Nonetheless, going to the gym is a great thing. It's good to have your body do some exercise. I'm not doing enough, but yeah, I should do more. I should do more right now. KDJ really represented me at this moment. I am a potato. I'm not a muscle potato. I am a potato. I should go back to the gym, but just I don't trust. I don't trust the French gyms. They're like, you need to wear a mask on your way to the gym. When you enter the gym, you wear your mask. But then when you are doing exercise in a closed environment, you can take off your mask. It's fine. You can cough on the machines. You can do everything you want on the machine. Just at the entrance, please, wear your mask. Ugh, dumbass. It really depends on you. Like, how dedicated would you be going to the gym? How interested are you to go to the gym? If you are just going there because a buddy of you asks to go with you or asks you to go with them, it's not your idea. It's not really something that you want to do, but kinda interested, but not really. Don't go. I would still recommend you to go. But yeah, if you are interested in something else, do something else. Don't count on it. Don't count on finding a girlfriend there, but you can hope. You could potential maybe encounter someone. Yes. But don't count on it, and don't be creepy at the gym watching girls. I mean, you could, but difficult. Difficult. It depends on the type of girl. It's download Tinder for fun. Uh, Jiving, Jiving man, Jiving man, right? Welcome on in. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? Happy to see that you're interested in graphic design. We're a small community of designers in here. So yeah, welcome on in. Kane, I don't think Aiden was here at the beginning of the story. I don't think so. Might be, but not sure. Unsure of that. And then graveyard would be my last thing. And so because I'm using emojis for everything, I would just put things. Yeah, mood board is resources, kinda. Like research are at the beginning. Dependencies are chain. Then you have the art palettes, potentials. Icons doesn't have anything, so we use the wink because we are millennials. Components has a specific characters, so I know it exists. I don't have it here. I don't remember which one I'm using usually, but nonetheless. And then here is the important one. I'm using the crane. Yeah. I appreciate it. From time to time we are doing vector illustration in here. So if you're interested in that, you might find what you want.
Jivingman is now following.
Appreciate the follow. Appreciate the follow. Enjoy the tiny amounts of emotes that you can use in here. Right now, to give you a bit of insight on what we are doing, we are trying to create a Figma template that can be used all over, like for each project, something that is useful and how can I say that? Can be reused over and over on any project. So resources is kind of link as well. Kinda templates, yes. And so, Kane, you said research page. My research page is my test page. That's where I do all my research most of the time. So it's a mess, but I don't think the research should be more organized in how you want to organize that page. And test page, how the fuck do you test your test page? Ooh, Aiden with a real photo of yourself on Discord. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Doesn't it? There is a fucking emoji for the graveyards, right? Like, is it RIP? It's not. Yeah, Skull and Bone is the one I like get. I want the tombstone. I know it kind of exists, right? It's. You know what? Let's check, right? No, it doesn't exist. Well, it exists, but not where I mean, it doesn't exist. Damn. What the fuck is that? I'm sorry. Clicked on the wrong button. Again. Can you define that emoji? The fuck is that? It doesn't make any sense. It looks like an onion. Damn. I don't know. It's not on my phone, meaning that it popped in the chat on the PC, so I'm good with that. But oh shit. Let's see if it popped in here. I don't think so. It did. It did. Does it work? Can I paste it? I can. Okay, that's good. We have the graveyard. Yeah, weird. Yeah, I have. Let's read the pages first. So as you can see, Kane, this plugin gives you all the things you need in no time. So now you have your pages. The command control space doesn't work. Didn't work earlier today. Like it did. In the plugin, it didn't want to. I wanted to have this, but it didn't want to put it. I don't know. Weird shit. Nonetheless, you have your pages. Right here, a bit zoomed in. So the thing that is important is the emoji that I'm using in front of the feature pages. The way they work is we have. I shouldn't have kept that. We have the crane or the construction building thingy. Let's put that at 40. And then we have the eyes, because I use them all the time. And then we have the check mark when it's validated. So the way it works for me is work in progress, done, and to be reviewed. That's the main way I'm using the icons for the features. I think we are missing some pages, but before we do that, just want to go back to the assignment file. So GV or Giving, I don't know how to pronounce your name correctly. I think Giving is good. But to answer your question about icons that have depth, my advice is to follow the assignments. No, I mean, it would be an advantage for you if you are a beginner designer trying to do things, or even then. The assignment is a weekly thing that I'm doing where we get something on Dribble, we find interesting, and then we recreate it in Figma. And so we created things like this that have the not flat views, so that might help you. So I wanted to go back to some example like this one that create the depth that I believe you are looking for. So having something like glass icons with blur effect and shadows will give you a sense of depth. Doesn't mean it's the perfect sense of depth that you're looking for, but that's help a lot. And then if you are looking at how they are created, they are very simple elements with just a little bit of effects, most of them being the inner shadows for the darker side here and the lighter side at the bottom. That's one of the effects. Another thing I was thinking about is this week's assignment, right? That's going to the next page, which is this. And so the visual here give you a bit of depth, even though it's not extremely visible like the previous one. But this is a very, very, very simple thing to do. So you just have to create the shape and then add the highlight and the shadows. It give you this effect. And so my goal at every assignment is to recreate the thing with the least amount of layers. So for one of them, because it's just a rotation, the thing is you have one layer for this, which basically could be we could have them into just one layer. That's a thing. That could be something, but it's just doesn't make a lot of sense. So let's undo that. Just see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. That's all. So when we are doing this, for example, this is the base picture that we took as reference, and then from this recreated this, which is pretty simple. So the inner shadow is on this one. How can I explain that? You have one inner shadow. Let me zoom in on that so we can see everything. You have one inner shadow at the top left corner that give you the, how can I say that, the teeny tiny bit of darkness to put the highlight inside and not on everything. Like if I undo it, it's a bit bland around the edge. And then you have another one that is giving you the highlight. That's a very simple thing. You have another one at the bottom right, that gives you the reflected light from the background color. Yeah, beveled edge indeed. It's at the bottom, and then the last one is the one that gives you the smallest transition here around the entire thing, that is darker, to give you a teeny tiny bit of, I mean, it emphasis on the highlight, because the highlight is on top of it. So if I get rid of this, and this, and this, it's pretty flat. Yeah. Don't worry about it. I got it. So if I re-put the inner shadows in order, you have the first one that creates the shadow that gives you the beveled, bumpy, rounded, soft edges. All right, and on top of that we add the reflection from the white page. If the page was blue, this one would be blue. That's reflection from the background. On top of that, we have the light that comes from, I don't know, the sky. So that's kind of white most of the time. And then to create the teeny tiny bit of inner glow, we have a colored shadow right here that is taking the color off the middle point of this gradient. So that's how I created this. I don't know if it's how they created it here, but at least we are pretty close on what they had. They had a lot more darkness and a lot more shiny reflection. Like it's very small compared to what we did. It is something that is more diffused. That's just me liking it. But you can do whatever. Yes, you can. You can export them as SVGs with no issues. Like it's just add an export SVG and then export the thing. It's very, very simple. So that's for this one. And then if we go back to other things like this, it is the same. It's the same base. Basically, we have some drop shadows to create, well, the drop shadows, and we have a lot of inner shadows to create the bevels and everything. Then we have one background blur to blur the thing that is under it. But you will see it's a very simple thing. Some of them are less noticeable than others, but they work together in the end. So we have to have this effect of glass. And so we worked on a lot of different things, this one being one of the most complex UI-based thing. But it's the same. My goal is always the same thing. Try to get as little number of layers as possible in order to be very clean. So yeah. So it used to be, when I started to do design work, we used to do very realistic. This is not realistic at all. We used to do can I find that? Wish I would find the guy who created this. They are doing some incredibly looking things. So this is an interface. It looks real. It looks like a real thing. We recreated it in Figma. This is the same thing. So we used to do this when it was on iOS 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5-ish. The 1, 2, 3, 4, iOS 1, 2, 3, 4 was the beginning, I would say.
Fatazid is now following.
Fateh? Fatazid? Thank you for following. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. But yeah, skeuomorphism. One of the ones, good job. One of the people that I'm following, I'm trying to see their work in my feed, but of course I can't. I mean, yes, I have the right one. Ramotion, which is an agency that you might have known. Fateh. Yeah, good. Welcome on it. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? How was your weekend? And thank you for the compliment. So if we go back to some of the beginning, like first-ish shots on Dribble from Ramotion, you will see that old it's not that old, but it's kind of old for me, interfaces, and they have too many, so we are here for a bit of scroll right now. Yeah, we are about to get there. Almost. I feel the iOS 5. I feel the iOS 4. Close. Alright. Oh! Neat. Neat. Another Canadian. Welcome on in. Welcome. I'm not Canadian, but we have Canadians in here. Art director, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. So this is some of the oldest thing. Again, sorry. Music just didn't want to work with me right now. I don't know why. It's fine. So the older generation of icons, for example, used to be extremely realistic looking, and the apps were, a lot of them tried to be as close as the realistic thing. So for example, this one was a flashlight from before, and so you can see it was really 3D, really realistic looking. I think I fucked up my soup. Sorry, that's but yeah, I think you get the idea. Like it before, it was a long time ago. Like around iOS 4, until iOS 4, I will say, I was working on some icon designs that looks like this. So an app design that were as physical as possible, and so that's why I have like an advantage to you when I'm doing some assignments and I'm telling you, let's recreate this. for me, this is fucking easy because I used to do that for a living. But for you who only known or have only known flat style, it is a bit of a challenge. So when you look at it, all the apps, and RawMotion is a very good example of how design agencies and how design in general like evolved through the years, because they've been here since so long that I'm remembering copying the app icon design in some of our projects in the agency that I was working at, and some of their IDs, like for brush metal. I've created some brush metal thing, some of the apps. But when you scroll, you can see that slowly the app icons that they are doing is flatter and flatter. Some of them are still older style, like skeuomorphism thing, but then you go in, and at some point around here, iOS 5 came in and everything turned flat. And then after this, everything turned flatter with a bit of gradient. What year was that? That was 2015. So 2016, let's say 2015, 2016. That was the, at least of this one. It's still, this is like iOS 5, which bring us or gave us the glass background, transparency, blurred background. That's the trends that came in 2015, 16. Everyone wanted to do some blurred background. You can see that everywhere, because iOS came in and said, yeah, that's the thing that we are doing now. So yeah, that's always how it works. As much as I hate the fact that just Apple is dictating the design field and how everything looks, I cannot deny that it is the case. So when Apple is doing a new trend, I know that other people will follow. The reasoning behind it is, for me at least, most, that's a like generalization, but still, most designers are working on Macs, even though it's not all designers, but most designers are working on Macs, and olders at least are working on Macs, because we were born in a way where, or in an era where Adobe was the king of design apps, and it was kind of ingrained in our brain that Adobe works on Mac. And then when we moved from Adobe to Sketch, Sketch is only working on Mac, so you needed a Mac to do that. And now that we have Figma, a lot more Windows designers are coming in, so we are seeing a lot more diversity in the design field. But most of the thing is, we all designer have one of these. I also have the Android on the other side, but I think that's the reasoning behind it. And because the thing that you are seeing on the day-to-day influence what you are creating at your job, then seeing an iPhone all day give you bias in the thing that you are creating. No, I used to be on Android. I switched to iPhone last month for relationship reason. But I am an Android guy, mostly. I prefer, or let's say, I preferred the Android for the longest time, and right now I am less less inclined go back to iPhone, You switch to what? You switch to Android or you switch to iPhone? That's an interesting discussion. But yeah, so if we go back again in time, like we climb the ladders, you will see there is a trend of bright colors that is coming in, which is the trend of VR and AR, which I believe was 2016, 2017. That seems to be the years. Yes, 2016, 17, end of the year. So that's the plan. And then we move to something that is flatter. All right, and then we have the trends of illustration for everything. And now what is coming back is fake 3D. So depth, going back to the question, depth in icons is coming back. So the Opera logo is a great example. Max just froze. So going back to some colors, gradients, 2018. Metaverse, yes, kinda, from before that, even. And then now we have a lot of illustration. They are doing a lot of illustrations, and you can see there is a lot of gradients, a lot of fine details. And the reasoning behind it for me is the screens that we have on here are sharper and sharper, and gives us the ability to show or display more details. So we have a trend of 3D that is coming back. And KDJ, I've seen your question. I will answer it in a second. At the top of this loop, and then you can see that they switch to black and white illustrations, lots of color, like pastel colors, which is end of 2018, 2019. That was the trend, I believe. Let's see if I'm still good. 18, 19, 20, beginning of 20. So yeah, 2019. And then now we have 3D icons, 3D illustration. That's the biggest trends of 2020. Everything like the iPhones, 3D stuff, like biggest trends that still continues. And now we are coming back to gradientized icons for logo, which I don't really like, but I like the colors that they choose, but I don't like the usefulness of this. So yeah, and now we have some fake skeuomorphism or neomorphism with a bit of shadows and like material flat, the flat that I do like. So that's the new, I would say that's the new thing. That's where we are now. And 3D is coming back again, giving back a lot of 3D, a lot of flat design with gradients. So KDJ, the Android phone that I have, I mean, I have plenty. I have the one that I used the most, and I'm still using for streams and for everything else, is the Mi Mix 2, which was the first most sexy Android phone that they created. I'm still in love with the design of it, even though it has been created in like 2017, and I have it since 2018. But like the design of it, I think is one of the best looking phone to look at from any angle. The only thing that I don't like about it is the chin of it has the camera at the bottom. So when you're looking, the camera is always pointing at your chin, so you look like this all the time. So that's not beautiful to watch. But other than that, it's the most, like, I love it. I love it. It's little brother, the Mimix 3, is the second one that I wanted to buy, but I couldn't. And so it looks the same. The difference being there is no camera on top. It was a sliding phone. Why? Because it's I don't know why they decided to put it on the chin, but it worked. It was before the hole punch or the teardrop front-facing camera. But I do love this. The sliding mechanism in here was pretty good. So yeah, the Xiaomi is my main Android-based phone. The newest Note 11 Pro is the one that I would have gone for if I didn't buy the iPhone, mainly in green. Like, that's a fucking good-looking phone for $230. I mean, not even in dollars. It's like probably under $200, but yeah, I do love the look of it. And yeah, Xiaomi is my jam. I love everything they do because it's fucking cheap and it's working. And the one that I have stayed with me since 2018 to almost 2022. So 2018. I should say 2018 in English. In American language, 2018 and 2022. So yeah, almost 4 years with this Chinese phone, which was expensive at the time, but still half the price of my new iPhone 13 Pro. Fucking expensive shit. The OnePlus are great. My favorite is the Cyberpunk version. I believe that the rugged texture of the background bring back the sandstone from the first one, if you've known the OnePlus One. This texture right here was amazing on black, and then the shell white was also very good. I have the parents of OnePlus. If you know where they are coming from, the Oppo Find 7 is exactly the same as the OnePlus One. Like they first of all, they look the same. They have the same internal name because they are the same company. And the Oppo was a bit better than the OnePlus, teeny tiny bit better, but not by a lot. The main thing that I loved about it was the LED notification light at the bottom. It's just amazingly looking. And no, I still have all of them. I am a hoarder for my old phones, so I have my Find 5 as well, which still to this day looks amazing. Yeah, I'm not over it. They look amazing. The only thing that is weird is for the newest generation is the top and bottom space that now shouldn't exist on all the new phones. But when you're looking at the overall design, I believe the overall design is what people should go for. I still have my Xperia Z1 first gen. This one, first phone that I got with waterproof, like real waterproof thing. And yeah, that's a fun thing. I love Sony for the longest time because they were the kind of the only brand with metal art shells in the outside, and so they stayed alive for the longest time. And all the phones that I have, they are kind of upstairs for me, but all the phones that I have are almost in pristine conditions. Almost all of them, because they've been protected by films and stuff. My Fine 5 that I gave my sister, she broke the screen. So yeah, the one before that, the other Xiaomi that I lended her, she broke the screen as well. And on my side, I have never broke a screen. I still have my Xperia S, which was one of the interesting transparency at the bottom. You can see through, but there are still components at the bottom, which were the antennas. I still have two Fine 7A, and so now I have the Mi Mix 2 and the iPhone 13 Pro. I used to have the iPhone 13 Mini for 3 days. It was too small. I don't like the Google Pixel. I like the Pixel. Let me be clear. I like the Pixel in what they represent. I don't like the Pixel design for this year. I think it looks like trash. I think it looks like trash. That's my opinion. You can say it looks good, but from this year, phone designs, this is trash. If you want a good looking phone, even though I don't like Samsung in general, I think it's the S20. It's not the S20. It's S21? Yes, it's the S21. This is the best looking phone you can find on the market. In black, that's my favorite skin. But I disagree. I think if you put this one in design terms, if you put the S20 Ultra next to the iPhone 13, in terms of design, I still think this one wins for me, personally. I do prefer the soft touch glass back, and the way that they integrated the camera bump is a bit better than what they did here. I mean, this is a fucking huge thing, and I have a big ass case on it, but it's a weird thing. So yeah, if you're gonna wanna go Android, This one is... I do hate the pixel design. I mean, let me rephrase that. The pixel... Damn. Went too fast. The Pixel 6a? No. What the... I like some folding phones, not all of them. Let me see. Is it the 4A? Is that the name? It's not the one that I want. There is another one, but yeah, I think this is looking like trash compared to the other thing that they used to do. John, hi, welcome on in. How are you? How was your weekend? Happy New Year to you and everyone around you. Good morning to you too. Not the same side as you. New life. Is it 5 for you? Or 4? In the morning again? Damn. John, you are on the... Is it 3 in the afternoon for you, John? I forgot. Yeah, it's 5 for you. Yeah. Fucking crazy. So, KDJ, I have a thing to tell you. Bear with me. This one, and this is in France, so you might not have the same prices on your site, but this one is 9 p.m. Yeah, yeah, we are on the same time zone ish. This one is 650, 649, 650. Okay, 650. Remember that price. If you were to go for the Xiaomi Note 11 Pro, it retails right now at 335. Okay. And when you compare to, I think it's the 6. The 6 is at 650. Let's put this. Let's put the other Pixel next to it. Pixel Pro. So, oh, it's more expensive on the website. That's weird. Nonetheless, still cheaper. You have the same specs, like almost to the T, like same same weight, same type of glass, almost. Better SIM. More screen-ish, right in the middle of this two. Same quality, almost, a bit less pixel density. The same, almost the same chip. Better camera in pixels. Doesn't mean it's a better camera overall. The pixel camera are great, but like 108 megapixel instead of 50. 4K 30. Same thing for the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, everything. You can use it as a remote for everything because it has the infrared port, which is useless, but I like it. Fingerprint sensor, a bigger battery, a faster charging time, and everything for $335. I mean, when you look at it that way, I'm like, yeah, it shouldn't be any complaints or anything. Like it's just cheaper, more accessible. It looks amazing. Personal taste. And yeah, it's basically the same price. But even though I don't like how they look, because it's the Google phone, it will always have the updates on time before everyone else. It will always be secured until Google say no. No more update, no more checkup, no more anything, which is weird. Xiaomi has a tendency to keep up everything up to date. So, for example, my 4 years old phone is still up to date with no issue. So, I don't know. That's I don't think the Pixel from 4 years ago is still up to date. Don't think it is. I think they close out very, very fast. The only phone that I know that, or phone company that I know that is longer than Xiaomi is Apple. The fucking iPhone is staying up to date for the longest time. I don't understand why. I think last year or 2 years ago, the iPhone SE first generation was still like updated, and then because of the new SE they ditched the first version. So yeah, it's a weird thing. Nonetheless, I agree with you with their own chip, but I also am on the other side of this is the first one with their own chip, so you don't exactly know how powerful it will be. It could be as big as the iPhone chip, which works perfectly, or it could be the opposite way and not work, or work less good than the integrated system that they used to have with all the other one. But still, I'm hoping for them to work perfectly and seamlessly. Congratulations, okay. So it could be a great thing to be like pioneer and stuff like this, like the M1 Mac or things like this, and going in and checking the first generation chip. I would say it's okay, have a good food grabbing session. Enjoy the rest of your day. But I would say if you take a look at the thank you at the Mac OS or Mac chip, the M1 Mac was great, and then when they announced the M1 Pro and M1 Max, we are like, okay, the second generation is amazing compared to the first generation, which was already amazing compared to the Intel processor that they used to have. So what I'm trying to say right now is maybe because it's the first generation of the Google chips, it is in your interest to skip the first version and buy the second one, if there is a second one, and seeing how like Apple used to do a new chip for each new phone, then I believe Google would be able to do the same thing. And if they have the same type of breakthrough with the quality of the chips and the capacity of the chips, then I would say the second version will be better than the first, and the third will be better than the second, and everything. But yeah, it either feel like too expensive. I don't know why. I think I'm biased with the design, obviously, but I wouldn't put like that much, which is not that much, but I wouldn't put that much in the yeah. I hope so, but I'm scared of how they came to this design. It's like and I shared some time ago the Nexus. I think it's not the 5, not the 6. Was it the 6P? Yeah. The design of the 6P was the greatest design that they should have bring back, basically. Like, if you want the fucking bar at the end, this is a good fucking looking phone. Like, just put a full screen display, like going to the edges on the same design, and you win my heart by 1,000 miles. This is the greatest looking thing in terms of bar for the cameras. Right now, the bars for the camera on the current one is like looking like trash. So I don't know. It's similar, but like here it's integrated with everything. There is a curve. It matches. It looks great. The new phone is like, yeah, we need space for the camera, so we placed the entire model on top. And because we wanted to cut on the cost and didn't have like plastic thing that could curve, just make it protrude weirdly. When you look at the Samsung S21 Ultra camera model, like the way that the camera is wrapping around, can I find a fucking thing? Yeah, like this one. Like this is integrated with the frame. Like this is that's why I like it more. The entire thing is like wrapping inside, and then it takes the bump. Okay, there is a fucking bump, but it's integrated with the frame compared to the other Pixel thing. Like I don't like it. I think you can tell I don't like it. But there was a long time ago, I hope there is a fucking search. There was, at some point, an iPhone concept that I loved. But of course, because I'm looking at it or trying to find it on stream, I won't find the one that I want. Similarly, it was on a band camera in the back. I think I know where it is, but yeah, similar to this. That's better already. Like that makes more sense. So yeah. Well, it depends. Like creating this in Figma would be pretty simple, with a picture of an actual iPhone on top of it. That's a pretty simple thing to readjust. But if they wanted to create the entire thing on Blender or Cinema 4D, that would be pretty simple. I would say I'm biased toward Blender because I use it, but I also know that's the one that I was looking for. That's if Apple at some point give me this, I don't care how much it costs. This is the best looking design that I found. Like, look at that. You have all the camera in the world that you need to, compared to this shit. Look at this. It looks like a trash. Sorry. It doesn't make any sense. And it's perfectly aligned with my design wishes. Yeah, I know Apple will never do that, but it looks so good. That's one of the reasons why I don't like camera bumps. It doesn't make sense. It looks so good. Yeah. So yeah, Google should have done that. And then on the Xiaomi side, there is another one that looks similar, which is the Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra. Yeah. Which has a big ass camera back thingy with, it has a screen inside. I think that looks ugly. Like that is too much for nothing. The amount of space that you lose on all of that, it doesn't make any sense. They had, at some point, they had a concept phone that I think is amazing in like a concept type of way. It's an entire screen, wrappable or wrapped screen all around the phone, and the only place that is not a screen is the strip in the back for the cameras. And there is no buttons, so everything for volume control, camera buttons, everything is haptic and touch sensitive zones that are predefined. So that means an infinite level of like customization, because let's say you have smaller hands and the power button that is here should be here because you are holding your phone lower, and potentially with a bit of a system change you could move buttons and placements and customize your UI as you want. I think this would be, or would have been, a great phone, but didn't really come to life. And also they wanted too much for it. They wanted 2K, I think, or something. But yeah, the amazing thing about it for me is you don't need a front-facing camera anymore, because you can fucking see yourself on this side because it's a screen, and you can use the phone whichever side you picked it on. So that's similarly, I would say the Samsung, is it the Z Fold 2? I think that's the one, the newest one that is a bit better. Is a bit similar in a way that when it's closed and you picked it up, you have access to the screen. That is pretty good. And when you open up, you have an entire tablet type. And so to answer the question of, I forgot who asked it, but someone asked about my thought on folding phones. I think they are interesting. I wouldn't go for a folding phone yet because of the hinges and the way that they work. Like they are too fragile. Not yet explored, even though this one is a better one. But they are still subject to a lot of breaking because they are moving parts, and moving things in such a tiny form factor, it will never be good. Never. So like if you put your thing in your pocket and you have a bit of sand or a bit of dust or a bit of something inside of your pocket, it will get inside of the phone, and then you're doomed. 2 years down the line, you have a dead pixel because of not even 2 years, 2 months sometimes. So I don't know. This one is pretty big. I do like the G Flip, I think that's the fucking name. I like the form factor of this one. It's indeed. But I like this one. I like this one for the form factor, because it's way smaller, and it then implies you can do way more with this, because you can put it in more pockets than just regular. Like the regular Fold is still like a thick phone. So this one, even though it's a thick phone, it's smaller in its entire size. When you pick this this thing, I don't know. I like them. Most of the people that I've seen with this phone, or the older version, are saying the same thing of, in the beginning you can see the crease in the middle, but when you're using it you don't pay attention to it. And it was the same thing for me for the notch on the iPhone. When you're looking at it from here, you can't see the notch. And then the only time that I'm seeing the notch is when I'm doing this. When I'm opening Twitter, I see the notch pop in for like half a second, and it reminds me, oh yes, there is the fucking notch. And then it did fucking disappear, and it's not there anymore. So I was worried about me noticing it all the time, but it really disappeared. I believe it's the same thing for the crease right here, and I believe it's the same thing for the notch on the MacBook Pro, the newest one. So yeah, I don't know. But I like phones in general. I think they are like impressive in the sense of creating a folding phone for a start is impressive. Having it work that well and be that good is great. The thing that is not great is the fact that the screen is more fragile, but I don't know. What do you mean by for CMS? Which type of CMS are you talking about? Because there are plenty. Like if you are someone who work on Webflow as a CMS, you will have templates on Webflow. That is kind of CMS, but not a CMS. Now, if you're talking about WordPress for CMS, you will have all the WordPress store with all the templates. That is pretty good. Not as good looking as some of these, but that's debatable, as always. If you're looking for coded templates that you can implement somewhere, you have a lot of UI 8. Could be helpful, but for blogs, news articles, I mean, Bootstrap will have almost everything that you need, specifically the Bootstrap 4. Is it 4 already? 4 or 5? I forgot. But Bootstrap is pretty good. And then it really depends on where you want to host your thing and what tools you want to build it with. So, is it YKT or YTK? I forgot. YTK? YKT? YTK. I know it's Y in the beginning. YKT, yes. So, I mean, because it's a article based, you could look for blog, even though it's not exactly the thing that you're looking for, but like blog based templates. You might find the thing that you want in here, but like for WordPress, you have some that are that exist, but I don't know. I'm going to UI 8 because that's where I'm usually going for templates and things like this. What is it built on? Like, I forgot. What did you use to build the website? Did you use anything to build the website? Because maybe you didn't. And when I'm saying anything, I'm talking Webflow, Wix, WordPress, Ghost, stuff like that. Elementor, for example, yes. Elementor is a pretty good base. It's just annoying to play with on WordPress. When you have okay. I'm always tempted to direct you toward Webflow because it's easy, but it's fucking expensive. So WordPress is free. If you build everything on your own, I would say take a look at Bootstrap, but that will be annoying. If it's your code, and you can have any modification. I mean, I hate it. Let me say that. I hate it. But what can I say? What can I say? What can I say? If it's your own code, that's the... If it's your own code, you already have everything. Taking that's what's pissing me off in my head right now. Taking another template and applying it to the code that you already have means that you will do more work trying to apply and merge the code of the templates to your already existing code, meaning that the time that you will take to do that would be as good or as long as you going over like, I don't know, recreating everything from scratch again, using the template as a base. So, like, this is a great... I don't... sadly think I can't... I can. I was about to say, I sadly think I can't share that here. But this is Envato, which is great marketplace, a bit expensive at times, but most of the time everything is pretty cheap. And if you find something in here that works with you, and maybe works with one of the CMS that already exist, then like taking a WordPress or another one, like I'm seeing Joomla, Shopify, templates that exist. I mean, Shopify is not the right one, but still. I don't know. Your situation is particular in the sense of you already have a lot of work done, and maybe working mainly on updating the current state of the components and the design that you have might get you further. So that might be a bit more work on your side, teeny tiny bit more work, but in the end better. Go. Recommendation for you: try to go on websites that you could be inspired by. So last time we talked about Medium fonts that you enjoy, or the website that you enjoy that have a similar purpose, so articles, blogs, things like this. Go there, get inspired by the design, and then try to apply the same design to your pages. So if you see, I will tell you everything that comes to mind right now. If you see a website with a centered column text that takes 680 pixels in width maximum, regarding how wide or small the page gets, then, and you like that, then do that on your side. If you see a picture that has an interesting hover effect and you understand how it's made, do that on your side. So just look at things, get inspired, and recreate what you like on your side. But as I said, that might be a bit more work. But I'm not sure it would be more work than taking a template and applying it to something. I think if you have a template, and that may be my ignorance on the code side and development side, but bear with me. Like, I feel like if you don't start with the template, applying the template to something that is existing already is more work than starting from the template. I don't know. That's probably because I don't know how it works. Probably. But yeah, this is one source, but you have all of that as well. On Theme Forest, I think I still have one that works in here that I bought a long time ago. And if what I said is untrue, which I wish for you, it's untrue, and you can use the template easily on your side and do the thing that you want to do, then yeah, go for a template that you feel like works or would work. Maybe this one works, I don't know. I know that's absolutely not your type of work, but I knew they would have blogs, templates. Yeah, so let's say this is something you like. Just take a look at how this is constructed. The fact that you have your main column right here that is taking center element of 880, then you have your picture that is growing, I believe, so you can that's more complicated than redesigning the front end, I think. I get that. Yeah. So, okay. That's another subject, but interesting as well. The sadly usual blog writing thing that you can deploy in your like on your side is this TinyMC. This is like this. It's not the greatest one. I mean, it is the biggest one to date that works, but like it's kind of great. It's just annoying to work with. If you want to edit it in any ways, in terms of functionalities or like placement of things, you might have a bit of an issue. But other than that, it is the biggest and most complete WYSIWYG type of typing experience that you can have. And it is used on almost anything. So, like, I believe Notion is based on this one as well. So you can see how they could create something that is totally different than the usual WYSIWYG, but it's still similar. But still, I think it's a lot of work to customize, but to implement the raw version, the like the basic thing, you can do that in 3 lines, as they say here. Like, it's almost nothing. So getting this to then display properly, that will be your job, to link TinyMC to the front end blog pages, but I don't think it would be that difficult. So that's one. And then the other one, I think it's this one, or this one? No, I don't think so. Oh yeah, this one popped in my radar at some point because it looked a bit better. And then Quill is just... I don't know Quill. Never seen Quill. Yeah, this one felt, if I remember correctly, better, or is more flexible in terms of what you could do with it. So I don't know how and which one is best, but we need to check what is the price. Yeah, that's not, it's not cheap. That is not cheap. And this one, I've seen this. Yeah. You like the line, that doesn't mean it's good. That's the thing. Fuck. Yeah, of course, as always, because we're live, I can't find the thing that I'm looking for. Because I don't have the link. I know it's somewhere. I don't know which somewhere it is. I was close. I was close. But yeah, they have. It's another one. They have a lot of shit, and they also have a WYSIWYG, which is a bit interesting as well. But this one is more of like a component library which is already set up. So, meaning that you would need to replace your existing components with this one for everything to work and be coherent on everything. And they have dark mode, which of course I like. You know, work stuff. Does that help? I believe it does, but I'm not sure because I didn't understand the question in the beginning correctly. Yeah, it was a good derail. Kane, are you still here? Are we still doing the templates type? So if I were to, yeah, you can, as always, steal everything you want, as long as it looks like you didn't steal it. That's good. Denny, hi, welcome on in. How are you? Happy New Year to you too. How was your weekend? How have you been? It's been a bit of time. It has been a bit of time. Damn, the eyes. Eyes are dying. It's late. Yes, it is. That's true. That is true. Fucking neighbors. I don't like them. You're on holidays, that's good. That is good to know. I mean, good to know. Good for you. That's what I will say. For now, we got nothing. For now, we got nothing. Or they said nothing. They didn't say anything. They just peeping on my door, trying to hear if I'm here or not. But I have like a camera, so I can see them, but they don't know I can see them. Damn. And they are annoying. They how can I say that? Indeed, weirdos. They're making noises, as in they don't really respect. I don't know if they don't respect other neighbors, or if just they don't know how to do otherwise, which is something that happens. But they don't know how to not shout when they are on the phone. They don't understand the thickness of the walls. They don't know how to close a door quietly. They don't know how to trust the door. So when they close the door, it's pretty fun. My camera is picking it up every time. So they close the door. You go here. They close the door, and then they push on the door to make sure that it's closed. And then they go, and they come back like 10 seconds later. They push back on the door to make sure that it's closed. And then they go back to the elevator. And then sometimes they come back when the elevator is on top, and then they push back on the door to make sure that it's closed. So sometimes, because I like to fuck with them, and it's an old building in France, but because I like to fuck with them, I just so let's Figma that, you know. We show you some shit. So the way it is, I mean, it's kind of like this. So this is my flat. This is their flat, doors. So, because they are so close, if there is a sound coming from here when they are at the elevator being here, made that a bit wide. Elevator being here, okay? And we have, not doxing myself, but kind of doxing myself. So that's the entire floor plan of doors. This is the elevator, this is their door. They need to go here. So if they are here, they don't see their doors. And because I know that they are fucking scared of the door closing, or not being closed, when I see them leaving, when I see them like cross here, I touch or cling my door, which does the same noise as theirs, and then they come back a bit scared. They push back the door. It's so fun. Oh damn. Oh. Yeah. But yeah, it's a weird thing. We used to have a door here, because my flat is like not exactly that, but kinda. My flat is weird. If I create it very simply, that's about it. Damn. In a way, when I very much simplifying everything, maybe making it a bit longer than it is, but this one, there is a corridor type of thing here. I have a door right here. Here used to be a very, very, very small flat, or very small room with the bathroom, and so we took down that door and we not replaced it, but we merged the two apartments together, and so now I have like a bigger bathroom, kitchen, room, bed behind me, all of that. That's a simple thing. But yeah, Figma is great for living, apartment design, things like this. Which, by the way, I think I should have went that way. It's so much faster. So right now, my layout is this. That's my layout. So that's the stream. That's the stream setup. That's my desk. That's my bed. My bed. Right there. And so behind me, there, you can see the corridor right here. And so there, their door is just there. Oh, you know, that's Paris. Paris doesn't have, I mean, does have, but like there is not a single right angle corner in this fucking flat. Like, it's annoying. The only thing that is flat against the wall is this. This is the only flat surface that I have in the entire flat. This fucking wall right here. All the rest is just fucked up. Damn. But yeah, that's it's old Parisian building. Yeah. I am the owner of the apartment with my sister. It used to be to my father, but then he died. So we get I get the flat. I'm living in Paris, so she's living in Toulouse, which is another city, but doesn't make sense for her. So the flat is to my sister and me, to our names. So yeah. I don't know, Lautrec, but maybe. But it's a weird thing. There is like a chimney, there is like so much stuff. Oh, you can have, if we had 5 brothers and sister and the flat was inherited to the 5 sisters and children's, then we would have 5 owners divided, like the ownership would be splitted or almost to the 5 owners. I think I did that, if I remember correctly. I think I did that. Yeah, I did that. Have this thing collecting dust. But yes, it's a weird thing. So their door is just right there, and their kitchen is right here, and so I can hear every time they are picking up a knife or a fork or a glass of water. I can hear that. So yeah. Kane, the fuck are you doing here? It's your girlfriend's birthday. Yeah, I will send the file. Not this one. I mean the file in resource. I mean, I can. You call that boilerplate, so I will call that boilerplate, and we'll share that with a can view for now, and we will change that later on, so it will be in the resource page, so you have access to it. And yeah, I think as well, to be frank, the screen will turn yellow in less than a minute, meaning that it's time for me to go. So we might end the stream in the next minute or so. you know, the usual timing. So yeah, so you have access to this. You have had everything else. You are now in the file, and we can see you. But yeah, see you tomorrow. Have fun. And for everyone else, let me just find. Oh damn. Looking for a raid. A potential raid. Yes, well, it's Monday. We have no choice. I'm sorry. It's how it works. It's Monday. I don't make the rules. We're raiding perfect. That's the Mondays. So yeah, thanks a lot for being here. As always, this is the end of the stream. As a reminder for everyone who is new, I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 5:30 p.m. UTC. Meaning that next stream will be tomorrow at 5:30. Tomorrow is the assignment Tuesday, so if you haven't done your assignment yet, please do. If you don't have the time to do so, I absolutely understand because of everything going on at this time of years. But yeah, if you haven't followed the channel, please feel free to follow the channel. And yeah, that's about that's about right. So yeah, join the Discord if you haven't already. Follow me on social medias. As always, thanks a lot for being here. If you wanna do more, I don't know what else you could do, but yeah, well, go enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your night. New life. Have some sleep. You need that. And yeah, I'll see you all soon. Enjoy. Bye.